Hey there friends, on today's quick video, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks for using a table of contents right here in Google Docs. Let's jump into it. Okay, so I'm working on formatting a book within Google Docs for a client. This is a Christian book. So you'll see a lot of those themes as I am moving through this tutorial. Basically what we are doing is we've set up a table of contents because I want this to be very easy to navigate, both when the book is printed, but then also in an e-format to make it easier for editing and things. As you can see, as I'm dropping in chapters and adjusting headings, the outline is now showing up so that I can easily click on one of these and it will jump to that specific section of the book. And that's all controlled with this table of contents. If I click down here, as you can see, it jumps all the way to chapter 2. So let's go back up to the introduction here. I'm just going to scroll up to the table of contents. Let me show you exactly how I did this. Now, if you're doing this in an ebook format, kind of like me, what you're going to need to do is insert an additional page. So what I'll do is I'll just insert one at the back side of this so we can pretend like we're starting a new one. And that's just using the Command Enter key. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to, again, start a brand new page. So as you can see, there's a blank page here. And I'm going to go to the top of the page. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to the Insert button, click on that. We're going to scroll all the way down. It'll probably look something like this when you first are on here. Make sure you scroll all the way down. You'll see Table of Contents. We're then going to come over and you can choose one of two styles. I highly suggest this one because it shows up with the page numbers, which is really nice and translates easily over into that format. Once you click on that, what you will see is automatically things have populated for me into this specific table of contents. But what you may see is something that basically just says, hey, use the header and footer in order to add additional elements here inside of the table of contents. So let me go ahead and delete this. Let's go up to the one that I already have completed, and that is going to be this table of contents up here. Now, the reason this stuff is automatically populating in my table of contents is because I have used the correct headers on these specific chapter sections. So let's go down to the introduction, and basically I'm going to highlight this. And as you will see, I'm using heading 1 for the style. I've chosen Montserrat for the font, but you can use any font you want. You can also use any size that you want. So as soon as I change this style to heading 1, the table of contents automatically recognized that this is what I wanted. So with that in mind, let me go down to actually chapter 3. So this is chapter 2. We're going to scroll down all the way to chapter 3 here. As you can see, the formatting is totally off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this all the way up. And this is how I want it to show up in the table of contents, just like this. Now, again, things are all kind of goofy right now. So let's go ahead and highlight this. Let's first change this to heading 1. And so I'm going to apply heading 1 just like that. As you can see, it already has showed up in our outline now because it knows it's a specific heading. Now let's do a couple other things. Let's change this font size to 20. That should work good for our document. And then let's also make this Montserrat. There we go. Now, basically, this is the format that we want for our specific book. I'm going to move this title up just a hair like this. Now, let's go back up here to our table of contents. And as you can see, chapter 3 is not yet populated. So what you have to do is you have to click on your table of contents, and then you come over here and you use this little refresh button. So once I click on that, automatically that 3 and the theology is going to show up. It's also going to include the page number that is on. And the great news is this automatically adjusts once you do that refresh button if for some reason this pushes to a new page because you add more text. So that's the basics, friends. Again, play around with this. Make sure you get the right fonts and the right kind of look that you want. That's the way that I kind of have suggested to my specific clients on what we like to see. I hope that helps. If it has, hit that thumbs up button for us. Let us know we're making good, helpful videos for you. Stay tuned. We're making a ton more of these Google Docs tutorial videos. Those will be coming out really, really soon. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you again on the next one.